Many people have their usual stereotypes about cheerleaders. You may think they just yell and jump around and try to bring up school spirit, but that's not the case. Whether you see cheerleading as a hobby or an activity, it's a sport that's dangerous.
Most people don't think that cheerleading is dangerous. They think that it's not a sport. They don't believe that we put hard work into it. Like basketball players think that basketball is so much better than cheer. But you get injured easier in cheer. It's a lot of hard work. You have to lift up girls. Basketball, you have to do is bounce around a ball and run up and down a court. And cheerleading, you have to pick up people. You have to jump. You don't have to tumble, but it helps. It's like cheer, you have so much more stuff that you have to do. You use a lot of different muscles, and in basketball, it's the same thing over and over again. Football, you tackle, ooh-wee, but you got pads and stuff.
When you see a cheer routine, you not only but of course see smiles, but also stunts, jumps, and tumbling, which may cause a series of injuries. You may not think so, but a lot could happen in a 2-minute performance. Because of this, our coach, Miss Bender, says mats need to be used.
Well, this year we are going by the American Association of Cheerleading Coaches and Administrators, and they recommend that mats are used for all stunting, multi-level, and for the safety of the cheerleaders, that's what we are doing. We go to camp every year with United Spirit Association, and it's a safety association that they deal with and they recommend. And at first the girls were very unhappy about having to use mats, but when you're looking at girls being thrown 20 and 30 feet, then you have to have some type of safety net. And we have found that in doing some research that in girls sports, cheerleading is the most dangerous. There are more injuries than any other. There was a period of time that they did a study, and there were 103 serious injuries or deaths in female sports, and they found 63 out of 103 were cheerleaders. That's death, being paralyzed, or serious injury. So this year we've decided that we are going to use mats, and I think the crowd and other students will understand when you're looking at safety. And when you're thinking you don't have a helmet, you have no protection at all, and you have to depend on high school girls when you're coming down to catch you, that it's important that we go ahead and use the mats. We have to use them on cement and on a gym floor. But with our new stadium, we don't have to use them there.
The good thing is that it's softer than the ground when you fall, even though it still hurts a little. And the bad thing is that they get in the way. Oh, and when we have to use them for routines in front of the whole school, it makes us look like we're not capable of doing anything, even though we've done like more complex stunts and not used mats. But now that we have to use them, it makes us look like we can't do it anymore.
You may have seen or heard of the injuries some of our cheerleaders suffer from, so mats might not be that bad. However, if they have to be used, we would like to invest in some new ones where you won't be embarrassed to pull out right before a performance.